Hello everyone, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another video for Vanguard Zero. It's time for the shutdown arc to continue. I think I've taken the time to calm down a bit since my last video. I also practiced my revision skills while I was at it. Why? No, listen. I really practiced those revision skills. I practiced those revision skills like I had nothing else to do. I mean, honestly, I was typing up this weird description that was too long. I eventually decided to cut it short because there was just no point in having it that long. Which is probably the case for the other descriptions that are definitely much longer than that. But, you know, sometimes you have to vent. And I definitely like my venting. In the past, I used to live in the vent channel. Yes, on Discord, I lived in the vent channel. This may not sound like a good thing, and I suppose I can see the point in thinking that. But I also have my own reasons for living there, or at least I used to live there. I no longer do, and I'm not sure if I'm still friends with those people. And because, to be fair, I kind of walked out the door. I didn't mean to, it's just what happened. The shit happened, a lot of shit happened actually. And I'm no longer sure if those people are compatible friends with me. That doesn't mean they aren't, it just means that at the very least, I didn't make myself look that great by just leaving like that. I did leave rather abruptly. I just stopped doing anything with them. And now the reason I stopped doing things with them wasn't because they were awful friends. No, they weren't bad friends at all. It's just a lot of things happened to me and I was terrified of losing more friends. So I stopped talking to those friends to make sure I wouldn't lose more friends. And if I did lose friends, at least we parted on good terms. I just wanted to make sure that at least we would part on good terms. If that was indeed what was going to happen to us. And I think that we did for the most part, but we also may not necessarily be friends anymore in the usual sense. So I may have to deal with that. Like, I don't know if we're considered friends anymore. And I'm also not sure if I care about fixing that. Because I don't know what they're like right now. I don't know how they've changed. And maybe there's a good reason we just shouldn't patch up the friendship. Maybe I should just accept that we're no longer friends and move on. So for now, I have basically accepted that. Now maybe in the future, we can be friends again. But for now, I'm just like, a lot of shit has happened. I'm not sure if we're still friends. And I don't want to ask because I don't want to be a creep. I mean, honestly, the last thing anyone needs is me annoying the hell out of them just because of one thing. I may be a bit paranoid, but I can respect someone's boundaries. I'm not sure if there are any boundaries to be respected because maybe it's okay to talk to them, but I don't know, so that's why I've chosen not to. It's definitely been tough. I mean, honestly, I would just... Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna discard that card to the drop zone, the Shrine. Because I noticed that I've got the... Wait a minute. Well, yes, I'm still doing this. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, I don't like losing friends. but at this point, I think it's pretty easy to say that I've lost some in the decision to do whatever the hell I've been doing for the past few years. I'm honestly surprised that so much has happened. But I think that my life is as good as it is now because I'm staying true to myself. I'm staying true to myself instead of sacrificing my sanity. And I think that's good. I think that's a good thing. And I'm starting to realize that if I were to sacrifice my sanity, I don't think I would be a good person. I would be an awful person, honestly. And I think that it is much better to be myself and be hated for who I am than liked for someone I'm not. Okay? We're going to retry that. I do realize that in many ways, it's easy to hate me. I know that I'm not necessarily the best person out there. But I'd rather people hate who I actually am than just hate me for the fake person that I am. I mean, honestly, I'd like people to hate something that's legit, not just something I'm pretending to be. So, as a result, I'm just like, I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off at some point. And it's going to hurt. A lot. But at least it won't be pain from being fake. At least it won't be fake-related pain. It'll be actual pain from being me, and that's better than just hiding myself. I'm tired of being silent. I'm tired of pretending to be someone I'm not. I'm tired of dealing with shit that just, I don't have to deal with it. Like, if someone hates me, okay, I can learn to deal with it. If someone doesn't like what and who I am, I can learn to deal with it. Like, I know that I'm going to get hurt by being on this platform. I know I'm going to get hurt at some point. It's inevitable. And I can handle it. I mean, honestly, I've dealt with a lot of shit. I can handle this shit. And now, does it hurt? Well, obviously, I just said it would. But if I couldn't handle it, I wouldn't be here. Trust me. Some people being obnoxious on the internet doesn't really... It pales in comparison to living with the person I live with right now. Like, sure, you can say a bunch of cruel words to me on the internet, but you don't live with me, so isn't that great for both of us? A lot of things about me has to change. I mean, honestly. I know that things in the past haven't been that great, and maybe you think that about my videos, but honestly, I can get better in a number of ways and plan to. And now, do I understand exactly why I'm currently in this position? Maybe not perfectly, but I will eventually learn all sorts of things. Just a matter of effort. And now, admittedly, I've got my priorities sorted at the moment. I'm focused on this game, and I'm pretty much ignoring everything else. Because this game, well, I'm putting in the priorities here. This is my top priority, primarily because of the game being about to shut down. I will eventually go back to Duel Links and, uploading basically that and almost nothing else. But eventually, I will have to rip off more Band-Aids. Meaning what, you might be asking, because I haven't really ripped off any Band-Aids yet. Well, you never know. Maybe I have, and I just don't remember. There was that one time, though what the hell does that even mean? Well, you know, I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't necessarily remember. Dude, why did I do that? No one knows the answer to this. Not even me. Not even your brain can possibly develop an answer to this. Your brain may be intelligent. It might be fantastic. Maybe you're better at playing Vanguard compared to me. Well, your brain still cannot contribute. Your brain doesn't know or understand why I put that unit in that column. Because not even I understand it. There's no rational explanation for it. It just happened. To be honest, I forgot that card was even there. That's why I put the card in the front row instead of the other front row. You know, I had that column open to me and I didn't realize it at the time, which is kind of stupid. I understand that sometimes I'm stupid. I mean, honestly, I can confess to what I've messed up. I can also talk about my many mistakes in my past, and if someone wants to try ruining my reputation, well, they can try, but I mean, I'm definitely one of the best at doing it. If you ask me, I'm sure I've said plenty of harsh shit on the internet. Maybe a bunch of shit I shouldn't have said. And it begs to... You might be wondering why I don't just stop saying curse shit on the internet. Well, I definitely should, shouldn't I? Well, the fact remains that I'm still doing it. And that's probably because I don't necessarily know how to avoid doing it. I mean, part of my personality is part of my personality at some point. It's not like I can change everything about myself. I can only change some parts of myself and hope that's socially acceptable enough. I want to be accepted for who I am and not have to hide everything for no reason because, you know, having to hide everything about myself is kind of bad. I'm not that bad. I honestly can... I could be worse, but I'm not. I'm just not as bad as people may think I am, just based off my videos. And I don't think many people think I'm that bad to begin with, because honestly, I don't think I'm that big yet. I'll be honest, I really just don't think I'm that great right now. Does this mean I'll never be? No, it doesn't mean that at all. I've got plenty of room for improvement. And I can always improve, at any time, based on my own opinion of my own work, and what I think can be done to improve it. And now, what is the best thing I can do to improve my work right now? Basically, you know, maybe be less dark. But you know what? I like being dark. I think that's a part of my personality. I shouldn't just sacrifice it. I don't think I can. I don't think I'm able to. So I should just take who I am and embrace it. It's very hard sometimes. Honestly. I mean, especially because of the shadow work I've been doing. If you don't know what shadow work is, I'll explain it later. Arg! In spite of the 3-card handicap, Mamoru comes from behind to win it. Yes. Mamoru won. Mamoru. Why do I not know how to pronounce that name? I thought I was going to learn how to pronounce it before I decided to come back. I think it's Mamoru or Mamoru. Mamoru. I can't rip off the band-aid with standards like this. That's my big brother for you. A round of applause for our special guest player, Tsuneto. He never gave up hope. I'm so happy. I mean, I lost, but I lost to you. Thank you for the game. Mamoru. I think it sounds weird in the dub, so I'd have to look up his name in the original. Because I think the dub was weird with it. I think it was something like Mamoru or some shit. I mean, honestly, they couldn't even pronounce right. So, I have very low standards when it comes to I just don't think that they did very well with the pronunciations in some cases. Now, should I be talking? No, I shouldn't. But also, I'm not pronouncing as arm. And maybe how I pronounce Mamoru is cringe, but it's definitely not the same as mispronouncing That's like 2 letters. How do you mispronounce that? How does any dub mispronounce it? I mean, it would have been just as bad to just say am. But even that would make more sense than arm. Dear God. That wasn't bad, kid. Now the real match begins. Yeah. Do your job. You've got one. And one day, I'm sure I will have a field where I can earn my own income. I just haven't gotten there yet. I'll probably be about this guy's age when I get there. How old is he exactly? He's in his maybe late 30s, early 40s. I don't know. He still has enough hair. So I can't be like, he seems to be getting old. Well, he may be on the way there, but he has most of his hair. They're still there. Okay, let's continue. Feel the ferocity. Give way to my commanding power. It's the end of the line. Generation Stride. Aha! Busted! Mamoru is here, and he knows exactly what's going on because he's dealt with this for a long time and knew what to expect. Huh? Oh, that's him pissed off. This is why you don't piss off the nice people. When you piss off someone that's nice, you get shit like this. It's very terrifying. Why the hell did he run off knowing that his employee was like this? He knew what he was getting himself into. And he still chose it. Why? You have to forgive me. I'm so sorry, Mamoru. No, you're not. You are not sorry for shirking your duties. Get back to work. Are you? Oh, that's right. Call him out, Mamoru. Ugh. Wow, he runs the place? Hey, let's do this again sometime. Sound good? Yes, but only if you're off. Seriously, I've got a work ethic. I know I've got one. I know how things look, but I'm not as bad as I make myself sound. I mean, honestly, would someone with no work ethic write 500,000 words within a single year? I don't think so. That takes a lot of effort, and I know those words probably suck, but I mean, the accomplishment still counts. Obviously, though, I have a lot more work to do. And I'd be doing that work right now if the game wasn't about to shut down. Shit. Anyway, let's continue. He sure lives up to the rumors. Chrono, I take it? Yep, that's him. Well, finally. The name's Mamoru. I've heard a lot about you from my sister. You go to school with his younger sister, Tokaha. Tokaha? Oh, her! She's the annoying... Do you really want to say that? What if she's nearby hearing you? Also, are you really going to say that in front of her brother's face? What if he's actually, not a fan of you saying that about his sister? Well, she does have a big personality. She's a good person. I really hope you two become friends. I hope so too, but based on the character fight screen, I think that the chances are high that they do. As for today, I'm sorry the manager dragged you all over the building. You missed a big chance to play in the event. Well, he can be serious when he needs to be, and he's one of the best fighters around. He wouldn't be the Narukami clan leader otherwise. Yes, he can be serious when he needs to be, but doesn't that include right now? Honestly, you're very pissed. I saw how fiery you were. You were just so angry that he just ran off and wasn't doing his job. And justifiably so, you looked very exhausted. I'm supposed to be less loud. Oh God. I'm just getting started, aren't I? I'm like Chrono here, except worse. So, I guess that means you and him are on the same level, huh? Ugh. No, more like he's better than I am. It's impossible to say how strong he is. I accidentally bit my lip. Why do I keep doing that kind of thing? Like, I bite my tongue, I bite my lip, though biting my lip isn't as common. It's actually pretty rare. But what if I made my lip bleed by doing that on accident? I mean, my teeth are sharp. I mean, most people have sharp teeth, but apparently we're not going to discuss that right now. But when we were fighting, he didn't seem to be much above my level. Oh? Chrono, they are saying that about an adult? You better think twice before saying something like that. He definitely has more experience compared to you. And yes, you are new at playing this game, so shut up and just admit it. Just admit it. You've got plenty of room to grow, Chrono. Just allow you to have that room. Just allow yourself to enjoy the game while you still can. Meaning what? Protagonist stuff, you know, Chrono will eventually have to do that shit. Yeah, he'll take over from where Aichi left off. Kind of. That's because he's a great judge of character, and he always treats people as an equal. Okay, well, if someone took it easy on me, I'd be pissed off. I'd be like, stop. We're not supposed to accept mercy. No. Although if I don't know how to play the game, that's a different story. Because obviously, if I can't play the game and understand what I'm doing, then it's going to be very hard for the game to be played, isn't it? But there's a big difference between losing and not understanding the rules. Not understanding the rules is very different from losing. I think everyone here knows that. There are plenty of Duel Links videos on my channel to actually demonstrate that I do in fact have this understanding of the difference. I can play the game, but I still lose a lot. I also get wins. But that's why everyone he defeats leaves with a smile on their face. Well, to be honest, I find it very difficult to think that I wouldn't. But it is also very, very bizarre. And it's my goal to one day discover what the limits of those abilities are. Congratulations. Wait, what? Why am I saying congratulations like he did something? What? What is going on upstairs? I don't know. Oh, one more thing. Since no one completed it, I'll give you the points for the Vangaro quest. What do you mean no one actually completed it? Okay, I understand. You didn't officially turn him in, but he was with Vangaro at the time that you found him. So it does make sense that Chrono is getting the credit. I'm just saying that technically, Chrono was the one that would have completed it under normal circumstances. Seriously. It's okay, you don't have to do that. I think it makes sense, Chrono. Just accept it. Accept it, because you may receive a penalty at some point if you don't. Meaning what? Well, you know, maybe one day Chrono will be worse than me. Just saying. Can he be worse than me? I don't know, he seems like a better person than me. He's like a better person compared to me, but... then I think about it and I'm like, is he though? Wait, what? Hold on, let's just move on. It's 300 points, man. Don't turn it down. You're an idiot if you do. Consider it a reward for all your trouble. Yes, take it, Chrono. Or I'll go over there and kick your ass. I know you're over there in character fight. This world is bigger than I ever thought. Well, you are, what, like 14? I think you're 14. I don't know. I haven't checked recently. But I looked up his zodiac sign recently just to double check I knew what it was. Did I actually do that, or was that someone else? And I'm pretty sure his page is... Well, Google couldn't tell me if I opened his page up recently. I just had to go through the search history, and they have it on file somewhere. They don't look at it, I hope, because there's a bunch of shit that they really don't need to look at. Yeah, and there's a new fighter around every corner. Yes, there is, definitely. There are so many people that play this game now. I'm surprised Chrono could have just been like, Vanguard? What's that? In a world like this? What? Whenever I watch Yu-Gi-Oh!, everyone knows what Duel Monsters is. Everyone knows that game, even the ones sitting on the sidelines. Even when someone is sidelines, they know what it is. Anyway, guys, that wraps things up for this video. In the next video, time to discuss some pride. I have a lot of pride, to be honest. I mean, seriously. I'm very stubborn.